and welcome to the HPL. um, Tonight is AXHAWK. I'm your host with Willie Man, and we are bringing you some American Premier League action. Willie Man, would you like to say hi to everyone?
Hey, hi, how's it going, everyone?
All right, so right now we're looking at the standings here. So this is Chad plus BR1's first match. 173rd is coming into week two with one loss, trying to bounce back here. What do you expect here, kind of, Willie, man?
Um, to be fair, I don't really know because the 173rd is actually a, I'm gonna say a clan that we've fought a lot in the past, and we've won some and lost some. So to be honest, I really don't know what tonight is expecting for us.
Fair enough. I mean, this is going to be a good match. I can't wait. I've been waiting weeks for this night for the HPL to come in. I've been excited. I've been getting myself pumped. I mean, as you saw the trailer that these guys put together, they are very passionate about this league right now. And I am getting passionate just talking about this and hyping myself up for this. So, without further ado, here is our little intro on who is going to be playing tonight. So we got Chad plus BR1, two teams, one purpose, and we have 79th, so Ghost Squad. And Willie man, what map are we going to be playing on tonight?
Tonight we're actually playing on a really special map as we are playing on Omaha. And Omaha is probably one of the, I'd say, is one of the longest standing map in Hellus itself. It's been out for quite a while,
Yeah.
and it's very special for some reason that which I'm gonna go over a little bit.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I mean, we have it pulled up here in front of us, and you can see from the right side there, it's all water. You're coming up on the beach. You're going straight inland. Um, and you're going straight into the fight basically from there.
Yeah, and for people here at home to help you know which side is which, on the right side is where the US are gonna be, and on the left side here on the map is where the German spawns.
All right, so I'm getting into the match here, and looks like we'll be starting here soon. Just want to make sure
Yeah,
I'm on the right side here. So it looks like I'm going to be on the Allies, and Willie Man's going to be on the Axis here.
yes, that is correct.
We're just getting all of our settings here as the map flips, and we're just going to get locked in for the match. So we are following. We're gonna have at least three cameras tonight, um, as we kind of see that going forward. All right, so doing three cameras tonight for first person. I have that beloved death cam. Have two sky cams tonight for you. It's gonna have a lot of action.
Oh yeah, that's one way to put it. Especially considering the points that we are going to see in action tonight, as we have to my favorite point in this map, which is called Verville-sur-Mer, which is a small little church located in a small village. But what makes that point very interesting is the amount of open fields around it, which mean that it is really hard to sneak into, which means that we're gonna see some close quarter action tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So that is the map. We are getting set for this match to start, and I am getting excited. All hands on deck, as it looks like we're gonna have from here. So we're gonna be going from the top right, so WN73 down to gosh, I'm trying to find the second point here. Oh,
It's
so we're
called
going dog green WN73 right at the top right. So,
yeah, exactly.
and then Surmer is right in the middle. So we actually
Yep.
kind of have an outdated map here. So this is kind of the older spawns. There's a new middle, which is directly in the middle there. Um, but I'm gonna switch us over here as the match goes live. And as you can see, we have Dark Caesar here. So I'm gonna scroll into him. Jaybird. There we go. So you're hearing some close quarters talking there on the mic right there. So they're just getting ready for the match as we see him come in.
Yeah, and as we can see here, we have here 173rd or Ghost Squad that made it inside the church first. Let's see how BR1 and Chad react to that. Looks like they actually sent a flare up. Let's see more of that. And then BR1 sends another flare out. Are we gonna see the first victim here? The first shots are made, and the first casualty has been made.
I'm gonna switch over to your camera here, and just so we can kind of get closer in on the action. Some slow movements with the camera wiping through there. It's really gonna be a fight for middle here right off the bat.
Yeah, 100% is. On this one here, the blue guys are actually the bad guys, and the red are the good guys. As Chad and BR1 are the red one on this screen right here.
So as we flip over, you're definitely gonna see how the blue flips over to Chad plus BR1 and 173rd. So it really kind of becomes a difference on how we do things here going forward. I'm gonna switch back over to you.
Yeah, here taking this church to have play on this map myself is something that is very hard to do, as there is plenty of windows, and you can also get on top of that church tower there, which makes it really hard to sneak up on it, and it's a really good stronghold.
Well, there you go. You heard it here. So we're not seeing a whole lot yet. I mean, it's really just back and forth with this. There's not really a whole lot of action quite yet.
Alright, except the artillery that's really going ham right now. There's nothing really much right now, as the game has barely just begun.
Yeah, and if you look at the cameras, we're not seeing a whole lot. I mean, we're seeing here on camera 2, we do have the tank coming in. But we're not really having any sights on anything. So as you see on my screen here, we're really seeing a push right in the middle here by Chad plus BR1. They found this little section because the walls are just forcing them to go through there. And 173rd's kind of exploiting that with artillery and grenades and a lot of different things, so it kind of just wipes them out every time they come through.
And now the first tanks are rolling to action as we have a Sherman coming in, joining the fray here on the point. And that Sherman might actually be a game changer for our team, as that Sherman can really put some big pressure on it.
And
So we actually do have a camera on that tank, actually we can turn into Rexy's. That's the Sherman that's on the road, and as you can see here, it had that's a beautiful shot, by the way. They have a very good visibility, good teamwork from the spotter driver and gunner, and yeah, so that tank can really make a difference here.
And I'm starting to see a Panther come in from the right far side here, so I'm gonna switch to my camera, and we might see a tank battle here soon.
Yeah, so that it's gonna be a battle of medium tanks. And battle of medium tanks usually go two ways. It's either really intense or it gets the finish pretty soon. Let's see what the reserve are.
And as we're going here, I'm gonna switch over to Dark Caesar as he's coming in through all of this. You can just really see what it's like to be in battle there as he gets taken out.
Yes, he got taken out by the tank. Unfortunately, there's a reason why we call these the death cam, by the way, folks.
Oh boy, that's a lot of fun to watch. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, as we can see here, we have even more close quarter combat going on right now. As people are just pushing in to the point, trying to desperately make a dent inside the defenses.
And I mean, we're starting to see a little bit more of the team spread out here, but we're not. They're all pretty much clumped towards the middle right now.
Yeah, because it's the most, I'm gonna say, if I open up the map to show you folks, it's actually the most direct way to get to it. It's where you have the least amount of distance to cover. It's going straight down the middle from the road, straight into point, by following the white line you see in the middle. That's actually the closest distance they have, which is why they utilize it, why they're using it so much.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, seeing a good one. Ooh, as we get a nice artillery shot there right in front of you.
Yeah, it almost like took down the truck.
I'm waiting here to see a squad, so I'm going to move to mine here. And as you can see, there's a smoke layer that got put right in front of the tank there. Just kind of shield it from any enemy rockets or anything that would have came in and tried and taken it out as it retreats. So if you look at the top right of the screen, you're going to see some supplies starting to come in. And that might come in for multiple reasons. Maybe we'll put anti-tank down, or maybe you'll see, you know, some garrisons pop up finally on this objective. So we're going to go...
As we can see here on Jaybirds, he's actually trying to make a diagonal push, trying to point. As they've seen an opening in the enemy defenses and are going to try and go and capitalize on it.
See here, let's see if we can get a good push from them.
Ooh! If you want, yeah, and
I mean,
that's going to get even more intense as now it's really close.
I'm starting to hear a bombing run coming in. Did he get a kill there?
Nice little dude. Yep, and he won his duel.
Alright, let's see if we can find yeah, look at that.
Nice clean little headshot right there. Quick way to end his duel.
Alright, and I'm going to come back here to the up above as we come back, and you're not seeing a whole lot of orange here. You're really starting to see Chad plus BR1 kind of come in and clear out this church.
Yeah, we might actually see a tank battle, but as you can see here, we have Caesar, we have the tank that's already pretty badly damaged, but they're trying to repair it.
I'm trying to, while you're doing that, I'm going to get focused on the enemy tank,
And look,
which
look here, and then the both tanks are see each other right now, and they get taken out.
and, I mean, I kind of want to see a replay of that. Would you like to see a replay of
Yeah,
that?
obviously, hell yeah. That was a really, really clean shot from a Ghost Squad here, 173rd. They shot straight down the middle and got them down.
Boom. Yeah, look at that. That
Yep.
is crazy.
And now, since Chad and BR1 actually lost their only tank, pushing into point is going to be much harder since that tank is uncontested.
All right, so yeah, because now if you look, I'm gonna tune in to T-Rex here. He's all the way back at main, so they have a long way to get back to where they need to. I'm gonna kind of take a look around here and really see what's going on here. I mean, there's not a whole lot happening up by WN73, but we are starting to see a little bit of a cap here on the point.
Yeah, it looks like the forces on point are actually pretty even, but looks like BR1 and Chad actually do have the upper hand right now. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. And we actually have a bombing run by BR1 and Chad to actually even more part of their presence on point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're gonna see multiple things here, multiple different reasons to really like this.
173rd, aka Ghost Squad, is also utilizing well their natural cover by using these trees here as a way to not get seen by the enemy and get a flank in on the side.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're gonna see a bunch of different things here. Really loving how they're taking this.
Oh, I think we have a tank battle going on right now.
And I'm gonna take a look here. I'm gonna switch to your camera. Or no, we are on your camera.
Yeah, we already are.
Let me know
Looks
if you
like we
see.
had a tank battle going on, which the Panzer IV actually came on top again. That tank crew is actually pretty good. As we are 15 minutes into the game, the first point is still holding, and that's a beautiful AT shot. And as we can see here, the point is still in the hands of 173rd, but anything can happen as there's still an hour and 15 minutes left to the game. And to do a little map update, as we can see here, we haven't talked about really much, but once they take Vierville-sur-Mer, BR1 and Chad actually have to go all the way to Rear Battery, which is a point that is pretty far away, but is a really good point as it is pretty even for both sides. It is easy to defend and to attack at the same time. And after that point, the last one is Beaumont Road. And Beaumont Road is actually a small, I'm going to say small town, not town, but a small recruitment of houses that makes it really easy to defend because you can really barricade yourself inside.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a good match here. I mean, it's been shown already, the action that we've been seeing here. I'm gonna kind of focus here on my camera here as we kind of see they have taken back the church here. So Chad plus BR1 has now lost control of the church. Um, but we can see here there's a
Yeah,
tank that has really taken control over the area.
yeah, exactly. That tank really, really helped with taking back that church. As I said, our tankers are actually on the way back, which means that for now, these tanks are uncontested.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're not seeing any type of push on the point yet. Um, we are seeing some guys on the roof, though, as I can see. I don't know how you'd get up there. That's pretty impressive.
You're not supposed to talk about that. But no, yeah, it's a little bit of what we call parkour in the game, is where you utilize your terrain to get to places where they're still accessible. It is not a glitch, folks. You can still get there by the means already used to the game. It's just, yeah, you have to do it in a certain way.
All right, so we're gonna look here. I'm gonna switch over to your camera here, and we're gonna see what is going on. If you can see that back end over here, and see if there's any tanks coming in or whatnot.
Actually, no, but I know where we can find one here. As we have a tiger right here that is praying inside the what I would assume is an orchard. Maybe, who knows? It's a small forest. And here, as you can see here, the tiger is actually moving in behind the chapel here to go protect its Benzifor friend that is really badly damaged.
Yeah, and as you can see on mine, I'm trying to find it, but there's
Yeah,
so much
like
tree
I
cover.
said, these trees are really, really good at hiding things. As it's right there, but at the bottom of your screen, there you go. That's where the
Yep.
Benzifor is.
All right, so we're gonna switch over here to Jaybird as he kind of makes a push through the town.
Yeah, so that town the is actually behind in front of the point. This is where they start most of their attacks onto the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to mine, so we're gonna see an overhead. He's at the, like kind of like the middle right of my screen there, so you're not seeing any enemies really around him, but they're just kind of setting up a point there, making sure no one gets through, which would get them to the next point that they're trying to defend here.
Yes, exactly. And looks like we are still in possession of the church, but it seems like every one of our allies around it actually got taken out. So only the guys left inside the church are still alive right now.
Yeah, as we look here, I'm gonna zoom in real quick. We're not seeing a whole lot on the outside. I mean, there's no one in that courtyard other than Watcher on the right hand side there. So they still have it as more spawn in. They might not be done here. It looks like they're halfway capped. We could definitely see a big push here, going
And no,
forward.
yet. And as we can see here, we do have some ATs taking shot at both the Tigers and Panzer IV as to try and finally push these tanks out to get a foothold onto the point.
Yeah, and it looks like we had a man inside that just went down. That was Dark Caesar.
As we can see here, the Tiger is actually pretty badly damaged, but is getting repaired by friendly engineers.
Alright, so we're waiting here, trying to see who's going to get the push, who's going to take control, as it looked like Chad plus BR1 might
Yeah,
cap the
yeah, they're
point
pretty
here
close.
with an hour 9 to go in this match.
And what a beautiful precision strike. Can we please get a replay on that?
Let's see if I got it or I switched it too soon. An hour 9 to go in this match.
And, and what a beautiful precision strike. Sadly, we didn't get it, but that there was a commander's ability. It's called the precision airstrike, which sends a single aircraft with a bomb right in a very precise precision. But as you can see, the Chad and BR1's commander actually managed to take out 2 tanks with that one precision.
Yeah, it's really impressive how they can do that. As we switch over here to one of our tanks, the fact to have that precision, make sure the tank's in the right spot at the right time, just for that precision to get it taken out. That's a big moment there. But as we look back here and we could take it back to the church here, Chad plus BR1's actually losing the point now, as 173rd is starting to take it back.
Yeah, but it looks like the numbers are pretty even if you want to zoom out a bit. It looks like the numbers on point are actually pretty even.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
And
I feel like once every turret has a little bit more around it, which does make a difference in the overall status.
yeah, I'd agree. I mean, you definitely have a good feel here. Looks like there's a lot of stuff coming in here.
Oh, and I didn't even see it, but looks like the German have another Panzer IV on the road.
Yeah, and I'm just zoomed in here, kind of closer to the action for you. Um, yeah, it's really getting good shots off, really defending the road here, keeping them from really trying to take the church
Poor
back.
Caesar just got taken out by that shot.
So we'll see where he spawns in here. Maybe we'll tune in with Dark Caesar Jaybird. So kind of look here. I'm gonna go to you, see where you're looking at here. So
So here is the town that we were talking about a little bit earlier on, where this is where BR1 and Chad's actually set up their attack, the offensives, as we have AXHAWK, which is one of the leaders of Chad. That him and his squad are actually taking back control of that town right there to mount another attack on point.
all right, I'm gonna do a wide shot here, so you're really gonna see where everyone's at here. So you got the 2 points. You got squads coming in from the left, squads coming in from the right. Obviously, the objectives on the right there being the church. So we're gonna see what maneuvers they do here to really keep them from either pushing or keep Chad plus BR1 from coming in and taking the church back. So
Looks like we're mounting an offensive as we have a heavy tank rolling into the point, and we do have a little bit of infantry support following it as well, as we can see here. Um, and that tank right there is probably gonna go and try and take down that Panzer right there at the end of the road. Let's see if we can get. And the
ooh,
tank battle is on its way. And as we can see here, the Panzer IV shot bounced off, can't penetrate, and that's another shot, a beautiful shot from that heavy tank that found its way inside of the enemy armor.
I was actually right in front of that and saw it blow up on my own eyes. I wish I had that
And
recording.
as we can see here, the Panzer IV shot. I mean, that's still a beautiful shot, isn't it?
Yeah,
Look at that, and then pretty amazing execution. That's all I have to say.
that is pretty good. We'll take a replay of that towards the end of the match once everything's been resolved. But that that was a good shot. That could be a key moment in this match today.
Yeah, as I don't know if we mentioned this, but the tank squad in this match are going to be very, very key to either winning or losing.
Yeah, I would definitely agree that with that. I mean, I believe we have two tank squads on each side, so it really has an even playing field there. We haven't really seen a whole lot of heavies, just a lot of mediums, a lot of light tanks. So I don't know if that's in the cards today, but we'll definitely play a factor with any time there's a tank on the battlefield.
Since there's a little bit of I'm going to say of a gap in in the offensive, I'm just going to go over an APL rule real quick. Is that the German are not allowed to use the Panther, which is their heaviest heavy. They're not allowed to use it as it is currently as it overpowers and every other tanks right now, which would give them an unfair advantage.
See, well there you go. Thank you for clarifying that rule for me. I was not aware of that. Um, so there you go. That's the reason why we're not seeing those tanks. Um, but it's making it for a very interesting match. I mean, we've had a lot of great um, pushes here, a lot of great back and forth. So I'm just gonna continue to watch this and really take it all in.
Yeah, I think if you spread out, if you tune into yours, so you should get a pretty good shot. Yeah, as we can see here, look at how well they're spread out in every direction. That's a beautiful push, as they're really trying to get to cover every direction right now, and they're gonna try and do a flank and surround the point.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna zoom in here on I think Jaybird. Yeah, Jaybird looks like he is having a little bit of a contact
With
here.
rough night.
But he's definitely getting a push there, and I think he got him.
Yeah, it does look that way, yes. I am currently hovering over him. And it looks like, yes, he managed to clear the entire enemy squad.
Well, there you go. Maybe he'll get the MVP tonight out of the 3 guys that we're following.
Yeah, stay tuned for that, folks, as we're going to reveal who is, in our opinion, the
Our
MVP of the night.
opinion, the BR1 TV, not league. This is just within ourselves, so we'll keep that in
Yes.
mind. We'll keep saying that. Um, Boy, but yeah, look at this. They're really trying to make a push towards the church.
And looks like we do have, that we might have a tank battle in our hands right now.
Yeah, once you get there, let me know and we'll tune in.
As, since because we do have a German Tiger back on the field, but I don't see our 76. I wonder if it's got. I wonder if it already got taken out.
I mean, I didn't see any explosions. Oop, there's another shot. If you want to go over by it and kind of see what's going on. So we are starting to see a little bit of a push from the far side here towards the castle as Jaybird goes down as I switch to him. The devastation there.
I do believe that Tiger is shelling the small town in hopes of destroying enemy garrison.
Okay, so no tank down that way. Definitely gonna keep looking at it, but as of right now, there's nothing.
And we do have Caesar that's on a mission right now in a super wide flank. He's really far away and he sees the Tiger in distance. I think he might try and go and actually take it out.
We'll see what he does here. Where this could be a big play from him.
Yeah. I think he just got seen by the enemies, but at the same time, I'm not sure. He does see enemies there. That one shot in a kill. That's another one. And he gets taken out. Big on the enemy team, which is just pretty big. So I'd say overall a big success from Caesar's part.
Yeah.
Well, look at that quick reaction there. He definitely got the right idea there.
Well, he was reloading. Keep that in mind too. Well, he was reloading.
And he actually did manage to get a shot off on the person that got him by surprise.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just incredible reaction time right there.
AXHAWK, tune into mine real quick. As we can see here, the enemy Tiger is actually getting satcheled by one of our engineers.
See how that goes. If you want to press G on there, you kind of lock on. Oop.
He's having difficulties as the Tiger keeps on moving.
Yeah, and press R, you can kind of...
And there it is. It's on.
Yep. Let's go look in.
I have no idea what's about to happen. No, he does see it. Is it good? And beautiful presence by infantry, which makes sure that satchel stays on the tank. But was there enough time left on that satchel? And boom, there it goes. Beautiful play by the engineer named Platypus from Chad. That was a really nice play.
Play that and take a look back.
So So definitely an honorable mention to Plaid Post that managed to do that all on its own, surrounded by enemies, but still managed to get it.
So take a look back here on the far point. There's a little bit of enemies starting to come in and a little bit of defense here from Chad plus BR1.
Yeah, but I don't think it's anything too worrisome right now.
Yep. So if we
But
want
we'll
to
see
tune into
how the
you at the
game
main
evolves.
point real quick.
I'm not even near the main point right now. But so here we have our here we have J-board in the middle of the screen here, and looks like a AT shot actually took care of that tank.
All right. So we see a couple squads there spawning in on the left-hand side. You got Dark Caesar, you got Frozen Ice down there by themselves, trying to hold back almost the entire squad here as they try to go into the point. Caesar is single-handedly holding them back currently at that point, and that's pretty impressive as he waits for support from his guys to come up from behind.
And there you go. That's another kill from Caesar. And someone was actually waiting for him, but he did still really well in that action.
I mean, still very impressive, very good standstill, and I think he gave them just enough time so they can collect themselves and really put back together a defensive point there within the town.
Yeah, because that town is actually going to be pretty. I'm going to say it's pretty important as I've mentioned. It is it is the safest way to mount an attack.
All right, so we're definitely seeing the defense here try to establish a line again right in front of the church from left to right, and then we're probably gonna see a good battle here just coming soon. We're seeing some rockets kind of go back and forth. I'm gonna tune in the Jaybird real quick. We're gonna see what he is up to. As it looks like he is down there trying to get ready for that offensive push.
Yeah, as we do have a garrison in the town right now, and they're trying to keep it safe so more people can spawn on it to mount an attack. And remember, folks, that this is a 35 versus a 35 v35, which means that it's not a full game. It's not a full lobby. It's not 50 v 50. So their options are limited to what a normal game would looks like.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot going on right now. Do have a little
No,
bit
this
of a
is what I
push.
call the calm before the storm. As both teams here are both prepping for either a defense or an offense.
Yeah, and we're just gonna see who gets to it first, because that will be the big thing. Battle of who can get set up, who can make the push, and who can capture the point. That's really what it is. It's really what wager of the sides are gonna have the better strategy. That's what's coming down. It's like a chess match right now, and we're gonna see who plays their cards right, who loses their possibly could who loses their chess pieces first. How many chess pieces are lost? We're gonna see here in a few minutes.
Yeah, for sure. And looks like once every third, aka Ghost Squad, are actually starting to mount an offensive onto WN73.
Hey, as we switch to yours real quick, You can see there's some movement and what appears to be a vehicle right at the
Yeah,
bottom.
this is a Greyhound, a recon tank that is a ally.
Oh, okay. There we go.
As we can see, they do have an OP or garrison set up, and they are trying to mount an offensive on point right now.
All right.
So
So
will our defenses hold?
it looks like I'm gonna tune in the T-Rex here. It looks like T-Rex may have something in his sights.
Let's try and find out what it is. As it is enemy infantry.
All right. So you're gonna see that
Oh,
as you go
and
back and forth.
oh, that was super close.
And what a great kill by Dark Caesar right there with the back end shot right there. Wow. We're gonna see a replay on that. And what a great kill by Dark Caesar right there with the. And that will definitely be one that we go back to. Right there. Wow.
Yeah, Caesar is really proving its worth right now as a veteran player of Hell Let Loose.
I mean, the more you play, the more you're gonna know how to go back and forth between your weapons, how to manage them, where in the map you want to be, the right place at the right time. What are some good places that you could possibly take for cover, and what are the key spots to be at to really hold off, like we saw earlier, where you're holding off an entire squad and you're just one person. There's key moments like that that could really be a win or a loss in a match like this.
Yep. And don't forget, don't hesitate, guys, to send us a comment, questions, and we'll do our best to answer them.
Yeah, we'll definitely answer them. Again, there is a 15-minute delay, but in that 15 minutes, you'll definitely get an answer from us.
Yes.
Heck, you might even
Uh,
get an answer from us directly via text, so we can definitely answer in the comments right away as well.
So, AXHAWK, what if our viewers want to learn more about APL or BR1? Where should they go?
Yeah, they can definitely go to the BR1 Discord. We have like an information page there. It'll be discord.gg/BR1, um, which you'll be able to find anything like that. And then if you want to learn more about competitive teams, you can go to br1gaming.com/about. And then in our slides there, you'll actually see a little section about our competitive team and where you could go to sign up.
Well, pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Rastafari Ken, he's been the one that's kind of been behind that, along with Jaybird, and they've done a great job teaming up with Chad to really get a team here for the APL.
But what if I'm not interested in comp or APL? Can I still join BR1?
Yeah, you can still join us, definitely. You can fill out a form on our website. We definitely take anyone in that's wanting to just have a community to hang out with or just attend cool events. Like we have our Friday night fights, we got our Sunday night standoff. We got multiple events that you can do and attend to have a great time. Heck,
But
you don't
what
even have
if
to
I
play Hell
don't
Let
like?
Loose.
Yeah, exactly. What if I don't like Hell Let Loose? Do I have any other options?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have Call of Duty, we got Beyond the Wire, which is Saturday brawls every Saturday at 1 p.m. EST. We're trying to get more people in there if you really like World War One games. We have people that play Squad. Heck, we have people that play Minecraft. So we have people that play all sorts of different games, and it's community. It's just here to have fun, and along the way also raise funds for charities in need. So do a lot of good causes throughout the year, and we have a lot of charities coming forward that I'm not going to say just yet, but definitely keep an eye out for that as we go forward into the APL here and into the coming months.
Well, yeah. So there you go, guys.
All right, so waiting here, as we were doing that, looks like there was a push on WN7,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
looks like there's a little bit of a cap.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it personally because, as you can see, there's no enemies on the physical point itself, and we do have friendlies over there. So I do think that push uh, I'm gonna say neutralized.
I don't know if you guys you see that there was just a slight push here from the house up to the bunker, and I
Yeah,
think they may have squashed it. But there's also a little bit of a push up towards the northwest side if you take a look at my screen.
yeah, it uh, looks like Caesar won yet another duel.
Yeah, and we'll definitely take a look at that. Hope as he gets taken down.
Yes, that was about to say he just got taken out. Yeah, so this is the curse of the first person camera in this game. Every time we look at them, for some reason, they always end up dying, or, something bad always happens to them. We don't know why, but that's just the way the game is.
That's why they are called the death cams.
Exactly.
They are
We still
staying
joke that,
true to their
yeah,
names.
yep.
Uh,
As you
alright.
can see here, there's one last squad attacking the point, and looks like our forces are converging towards it.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at the church for us,
Yep.
we'll tune in back over there and just kind of see what's happening.
Meanwhile, we do have Dark Caesar there, but other than that, we don't have much that's attacking the point. But yes, so definitely they are more focusing on defense right now because they want to have a strong defense so they can mount an even stronger attack.
And that's what happens when you have those smaller amounts of players. You're gonna have to choose. Hey, are we going on the offensive right now, or are we going on defensive? So I'm gonna tune back over here as you kind of see a lot more defensive players right now are just trying to push them away so they can go back to that offensive push.
Yeah, as there is still 45 minutes left to the game, so anything is still possible.
Yeah, for sure. I
But
mean, there's still a lot of possibilities here. It's all about strategy. Hey, when am I gonna give this amount of space up? When am I gonna give this pawn up? There's a lot of different opportunities here to win the match in a lot of different ways.
it looks like our 173rd here actually do have an AT gun setup.
There you go. I'm gonna tune in over here real quick as we kind of have a little bit of a battle going on over here in the field. We'll see if Rastafari can. Jolly Bunny and Clinton can get this um, OP taken out.
Yeah, as we are really struggling right now to juggle in between defense and offense.
So they definitely have an enemy tank over here.
Yeah, it is in a light tank, a Luch, and it does not have any armor capabilities, which means that it cannot fight any tanks. Its sole purposes is taking out infantry.
So it looks like it was shooting at its own guy there. Did you see that?
No, it wasn't. It was actually shooting at the Dark Caesar squad.
Yeah, I do see that. Dark Caesar had a point on it and he barely missed. He just had a little bit over.
Yeah, and he got shot by somebody else.
As Ken's about to get taken out by the tank as well.
No, I mean, yeah, that went close, but he's still alive.
So I'm gonna switch
As
over
we
to
do
you.
have Jaybird and Platypus here. And remember, Platypus is the one that put a satchel on the tiger.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we did see that moment early on in the game.
And we have Red Nation here, an AT that might and barely misses. You can see here as we can go a bit closer to the action, and he gets taken out by Tombstone.
I'm gonna go to Jaybird here as he gets taken out. Back to
But we do
Dark.
have Dark Caesar here, and the first shot, capitalize on it. Can he get a second one on it?
I don't know. Let's see.
And there he
There he
goes.
goes.
Beautiful shot by Caesar. I think that's his second tank kill of the match.
That might be.
And
We're gonna
and
tune
and
into it.
and I don't even know what to say. Can he get a
Just to
second one? Too
cap
much
it
going
all
on.
off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
And there he goes.
He goes.
Beautiful shot by Caesar. I think
Yeah,
that's
I
his
mean,
second tank
he's
kill
been having a
of the
lot of
match.
good. He's been having a good game, that's for sure. We've been seeing a lot of that lately, and just keep adding to the great game he's been having.
Yeah, as it looks like once every third is actually setting up for a big push.
Yep. So we're definitely seeing this. Only one person over here really kind of giving them a little bit of a fight. We'll see.
Yeah,
As we saw earlier, though, one person can make a difference when it comes to pushes.
yep. Can you show us the map, Axel? Looks to have kind of you could show to show kind of what the battle is looking like right now. So as we can see here, our forces are highly concentrated towards WN73, except a few squads a bit north. They're trying to establish a foothold to attack the middle point.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see that foothold push. I'm gonna switch over to you if you have your map up, and you can kind of give a good feel for what it's like on your push.
Yeah, as we can see here, they took control of the town. That is really important, and they might actually capitalize on on that town capture to either even strengthen their defense even more or go on the offensive.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch over to mine. As you kind of see, there's a big valley right here. As you can see, there's some tanks up there, but that's basically where they gotta push through is the valley. Um, if they push through there, there's definitely a lot of tanks that are on that point to try and keep them from going through there. So they're better off going to the left here or going northeast or straight north to try and go around it. But the only issue is it's open field, so that's going to be difficult. A lot of guys over there that are really going to try and take them out and make it a difficult push for them going forward.
Yeah, and looks like we actually do have armor support that are joining the fray as well.
Yep,
As
as we
we have a 76 that is coming down the main road here, followed closely by from the infantry, and they're starting to push back towards the town where they might uh, try and get a new garrison up. Can we tune into Rexy? Let's see what his squad is doing.
so it looks like they're coming up the main road here.
Yeah, and they're on the hunt for something. They're in the light tank called a Stewart. It's a very fast tank, and it does have some anti-armor capabilities, but it's not the best.
And they're going right towards where those enemies are. So we'll see how this kind of plays out. If you want to keep an
Yeah,
eye on them.
yeah, will do.
All right, I'm going to give us a kind of an overview shot here. Just kind of where everyone's at. Just kind of see. There's really no big clumps of people together right now. Everyone's really spread out.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's about to change pretty soon,
Yeah, I think you're right. There might be maybe something
as the
big
two
coming in.
tanks are joining together, and we are starting to see a common push coming together. As you can see, we have the two tanks leading the fray, followed closely by infantry. And that was such a close shot that came from that direction right there. As it looks like an enemy tank saw its prey and will try and take it out.
So I just tuned in to Dark Caesar here. He's trying to make a push through the open field. But I think our tanks, at least on the Chad side, are just barely off from where the enemy tanks are. So I don't know if we'll see a tank battle or what we'll see going forward. But they're just a little too far right now.
I
And
mean, you never know with this kind of map where you have some very big fields, so they might be able to see all the way down towards where the enemies are.
yeah, as I kind of see an enemy tank coming into view as we switch over to mine. So I am just on the other side of the road and all those buildings. So you can see right at the bottom left of my screen, looks to be like a
A
what this
medium tank, I think.
yeah. Yeah, it looks to be a medium. So I'm gonna switch over to you. So I'm gonna press lock on here. I'm gonna lock on it. Press R, zoom out, and we're just gonna follow the tank in here. Not seeing a whole lot of enemy infantry.
And there we go. Both tanks are here, so are we gonna see a tank duel?
We might hear it's got it in its sights.
Yeah, and they have no clue that they're about to get shot from the side. But the Panther actually decided, since that is a heavy tank, decided to not engage and instead tell their their friendlies where the tank is at.
And what a save. I mean, I just had someone that was gonna try and satchel the tank over here on me, and they got taken out. So that was quite a save from across the barn there. So we got Red Nation here trying to take that enemy tank
And
out.
he actually got a shot on its tracks. But what I'm keeping my eyes on right now is that Tiger all the way down there in the field. That is just looking. It knows there's a tank, and it's just right there. It's looking. It's waiting for the 76 to come into view.
And I think that might be our friend Rex's tank.
And that is, if I to believe so. I don't think this is.
Yep.
No, this is not Rexy's tank right there. That is Hollow.
So I just found the Tiger tank. So we got a Tiger tank, we got the medium tank. They're right on the two different points from each other. So
Yeah,
bottom
and we
right,
have a fight in between a friendly Tiger, a friendly medium tank, and a friendly heavy tank, and an enemy medium.
yeah. And while they were busy with that and worried about the tanks, it looks like Chad plus
And looks like the
BR1
Tiger
made
is
a
actually
push.
pushing the heavy. So to use AXHAWK, but it looks like we actually do have a heavy tank battle that's about to go to unfold.
It looks like it has it in sights.
And then it missed. The Tiger barely missed its first shot and it hit its track, which means that it is not that damage. And boom.
Boom. There you go. You see the hit.
Yep. They missed the first one, but they certainly did not miss the second shot.
And I don't. So we'll see what we come up with here. See if we get the shot.
Boom. Boom.
Yep.
There you go. You see the hit. It barely got it. Yep. But it looks like Rexy's squad is actually about to come face to face with the Tiger in a light tank.
We can tune into there. It gets
And
taken
it
out.
is taken out.
But in the meantime, while those tank battles were going on, there's been a little bit of a change going on here at the church. So
Yeah, it looks like we actually managed to get some friendlies in the church.
the only issue is with WN73, because they've kind of extended outwards. There is a little bit of a cap on WN73, so that's kind of an issue. Something we kind of looking into. At least that's an issue for Chad plus BR1. So we'll see what happens there.
So looks like we do have a big spawn wave onto WN73, which which balances the numbers, and meaning that we are defending the point right now.
All right, well there you go. Now we're taking it back. So it's kind of fixed itself there. I mean, we're gonna see a push or a take back, is what we can call it. And
Yep,
they'll get
that
back
is
to
a
the
good
point.
that is a good way to put it. And it looks like that point, that the push towards WN73 has been neutralized by our defensive group.
Yeah, I'd say so. It looks like we have a good push there. I mean, they have some guys coming in, but there's a really good defensive line to the left there on the cliff that's kind of overlooking anybody that tries to push through.
Yep, exactly.
And as I
How's it
turn,
looking over on the middle point?
yeah, as I look back to the church here, it looks like everyone's been kind of cleared out. So two pushes there at the same time, and it looks like both got cleared out. And we're really seeing like kind of like a stalemate currently at this time as we kind of wait for another buildup or another push to see what direction this match will go.
Yeah, and we have just over 30 minutes left to go on the match, meaning that there's still a lot of time to see a comeback.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can definitely see a comeback here. Definitely a lot more match to look forward to here and look at as we go forward here. I'm looking at all of our first-person games, and it looks like everyone's either checking their map or they're currently down or out of the fight. So, waiting to see who comes back into the match here. As we're going to tune in here to your camera here, Willie Man, and see what's going on over in your area.
Yeah, as we can see here, we have yet another heavy tank that's making its way towards the front. And we also do have an enemy here that is sneakily taking out targets one by one.
There you go. Let me see. We got a very fast vehicle up to the top there. We got the
Yeah, that
scout
is the
vehicle.
Greyhound, a scout vehicle. It's pretty much a truck with a tank turret on top.
Yeah, the thing is, my favorite thing about that, the automatic shifting.
Yes, that is sweet. It does let you have a break and not have to focus on gear shifting from time to time.
So I'm not seeing any push here on the midpoint. I'm gonna kind of
But we
shift
do
over.
have a big push on WCN73 though, as we have an entire squad that's starting to make inside of the trenches.
Yeah, I can see that from up above. So top right is where you're looking at, and then bottom
Yes,
left we have a
exactly.
couple. So we have a little bit of our tank squad going through there. That's our Rexy's kind of going through there as he gets kind of hit from behind. We'll see here. We're gonna go and kind of tune in the Jaybird here. So it looks like he may be having a little bit of a fight going on here, as he likes to usually play with the shotgun. And I am starting to hear a bombing run coming in, and here you go.
That is an enemy bombing run on WN73.
What a beautiful spot or placement, but there was really nobody in that location or in the vicinity of that bombing run. It was really a wasted good try or good good placement of that bombing run, but it was just poor timing for when the bombing run went through.
Yeah, honestly put, yeah.
So it looks
Yes,
like
we
the
do have a red nation here that is currently battling a tiger. He just ran out of ammo, but I mean, he did manage to tiger quite a bit. And he also managed to take out a crew member, but looks like we have a satchel on it made by Pancake. As you can see here, we have a satchel right in the bottom right corner of the tiger, and they have no clue it's there. There it goes.
Yeah, I mean for sure. I mean we're gonna watch the replay here, and I mean that's it's hard to get rid of a satchel once it's placed.
Yes, I mean, if you know it's there, and if you've seen the person put it in, put it on your tank, it's actually quite easy to take out, as it doesn't take much time. But I mean, the problem is to know there's a satchel in your tank.
Yeah, I mean if you don't know, you're kind of doomed. You know it's once it's set, you're done. So if you know it's there, there's enough time to defuse it, but most of the time we don't really see that happen.
No, it is very hard to get rid of one.
All right, so we got 25 minutes left on the match. Here's kind of our quick pop-up between the 2 points here. Um, as we're kind of looking at what's going on. Lot of people spread out. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a push here on Church. Um, as I kind of switch over here to our other camera here with Willie Man.
Yes, as we can see here, we have Bobo and Blair that are making a push on the church, just the two of them, and it actually seems to be working. As Bobo takes yet another one, and he gets taken out, but only after he took down 3 people. It looks like Blair got taken out by an MG that was set up on the road.
So no push yet, or no, excuse me, no cabbing yet. I'm gonna switch over here as we just had a tank get taken out
Yeah,
from the back.
and looks like Rexy's tank here is in a bit of a, I'm gonna say, sticky situation, as it is currently heavily damaged and doesn't have anywhere safe to actually repair itself.
Yeah, they're kind of stuck in the middle of that valley we talked about earlier, where it's just everything's focused on them.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still alive right now.
Let's see if they get this repair off.
And, oh, looks like their commander
I
died.
mean, just keep in mind, this is the view you see within that tank. I mean, while you're backing up, that's hard to see someone that's behind you. So, it's unfortunate that happened, but it's very common when that does happen.
Yep, but looks like they're actually going to get a support from their friendly tank here that is behind them, that is going to try and take away some of the pressure on that tank.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's when your teammates come into play and are very key.
Yes, keep in mind, folks, Hell Let Loose is a team game. You can't win without your team.
Yeah, that's facts right there. I mean, you go into something like Battlefield 5 where they try to force it. Well, Hell Let Loose has it. So that is something that is part of the game, is something that everyone wants you to participate in and be a part of a squad. It's incredible to play Hell Let Loose, and a great game. I love playing it every single time I hop on.
Yeah, it is such a blast, and hey, you're always welcome to join us anytime, anytime you want, as we do have some public servers as well.
Yeah, for sure. We have our central server, which is based out of Dallas, and then we have our east server
which
as
is
well.
also based on Dallas, but
Um, so, if you guys want to come in and play some Hell Let Loose on our public servers, we definitely welcome you with open arms. Of course, you got to still follow the rules.
yes, that is a given. But yeah, and if you're new, just ask someone in the community, and they're gonna be more than happy to teach you the ropes of the game.
Oh, 100%. That's definitely one thing that we're really good about and are always willing to kind of show you how the game operates. Alright, so we're going to zoom out here. And you're kind of going to see just kind of the overview here as we kind of see more of a push through the town back to the chapel. The hopes to kind of regain that.
Yeah, or at least gain a foothold in that region, because they could use one.
Yeah, they can always use a push. You know, you might see some things be a little bit interesting when we get closer to the end of the match here. You might see a final push.
Yeah, as we have here, Ken, Jaybird, and Abject that are gonna try and do a three-man push on the side here. You can see them here right there in front. And yeah, they are gonna try to go and what the heck happened?
Have a nice little push on the far side.
Yeah, and they're gonna try and go there and sneak into point without being seen here, as we can see on Jaybirds camera. And they're gonna try and go into point without being seen here, and try pretty much cause as much chaos as they can.
Yeah, and we'll see. We're gonna follow along here and see how that works. Um,
And yeah, that guy had a bad day. Let me tell you that.
and as we're focusing on them, that artillery or anti-tank gun that was installed here on the field just got taken out.
Yeah,
Um,
and looks like the action Jaber just put down a satchel near enemy barricades to take him down and hopefully get a couple of defenders in the meantime as well.
as he gets taken down. So Dark Caesar did put a satchel down, or helped the squad put a satchel down on enemy tank. They took it out. There's a lot of stuff happening in these last 20 minutes or so on the match.
Yeah, these last minutes of the match here are going to be very vital.
Yeah, I would say so. You're going to see a lot of explosions probably. I mean, we already saw two tanks get taken off the battlefield here in these last 2 minutes. A lot of intense fighting. Let's see, it looks like we have Jaybird coming in from the side down there. He's crawling. And it looks like he's about to be met by Outlaw and gets taken out from above.
We still do have Ken and a couple of other guys on the point. But they get taken out sadly as well.
Yeah, we got Dark Caesar from the far side here trying to make a push with Jolly, Pancake 1, and Frozen Ice. So they're going to be coming through that heavy tree cover that we saw earlier when the tanks were trying to hide in there as he gets taken out.
Yeah, and looks like we actually do have a beautiful push from several directions here that's about to unfold.
And your view is just showing it beautifully on how each direction they're coming from.
Yeah, and we have a little bit here from the left, from the tree line, We have a tank coming down the road. I don't know what happened with the tank, but then we do have a little bit coming from the right side here as well. So the enemies right now probably don't know what's happening as they're pretty much getting hit from every direction. But they do have a saving grace, which is that light tank right there that can really, really make a good big difference here.
So yeah, on the left-hand side here of my screen, that's that push you're seeing. And that gun you're hearing is actually Jaybird right here.
It
So
looks like our friend Rexy here is actually pushing to point with his tank as well.
so a lot of stuff here. Rexy's pushing up. Let's see if he gets or sees that light tank. I don't think that light tank knows how close Rexy is to him. Just
And to
right
be
around
fair,
the
that
corner.
light tank can't really do much as it does not have any armor-piercing shell.
Yeah, so as it gets closer here, we're going to keep a close eye and see what happens as they get closer.
And it looks like they actually do have a satchel on them. But that could actually also be great because they're surrounded by enemies. And a satchel does do friendly damage.
And that light tank must have gotten word on how close that tank was
Yeah,
because it got out of there.
as it ran away. But now it looks like Rexy and his crew don't know that they have a satchel on them. And they get sadly taken out by it.
We'll kind of do kind of so do a quick replay here on that satchel. Yeah, as you can see, it's right there on the far right side, highlighted in red, and just takes out the tank.
And that is a beautiful bombing run.
Right on the point, right over everyone, and you can just see the line it left of no one's there after it went through.
Yeah, and looks like it actually got a few people here as their defense, as they have light defenses on point right now.
Yeah, and we'll see if that's enough to make a difference here as Chad plus BR1 continues to try and make that push. But if you look, 173rd has now kind of gotten the backside of him here and kind of trapped him in the middle.
Yeah, but looks like we're actually making some progress and we are actually starting to cap the point.
This could be a key moment in the battle with 14 minutes left.
And yeah, keep in mind, you need 2 minutes to 4 minutes to cap a point.
That is true. It takes time to cap that point, and it doesn't
And it
pause
looks
the
like
game.
we even have more people coming in, and yet another tank, a heavy nonetheless, coming into point for reinforcement. So that push is looking pretty good as that light tank. And oh boy, what is that we'd see? There's a tiger coming in to help the defenders.
And there's just a whole bunch of BR1 plus
Yeah,
Chad
Axel,
on the
if you
point.
look at your bottom left corner, you're gonna see an enemy tiger coming into point.
Yeah, as I switch to your screen, I do see that. So we got two 173rd tanks coming in to help just kind of push everyone back.
And
But
it looks like that was barely enough as they start to push the our team off the point.
yeah, for sure. Look at this. I mean, we're definitely seeing a clash here, but I don't think everyone's just pushing to the point. They were able to hold them off barely, but not quite yet because there's still a little bit of a push in there as I'm seeing, and we might see a cap here.
Yeah, and keep in mind we still do have that heavy tank that is still alive.
Switch over to you so we can check in on that heavy. So there you go, guys. Right on the screen, you have the heavy right below. And then we also have Dark Caesar here pushing in for some close quarter action. And you're just kind of hearing the sounds of Dark Caesar right now.
Everyone is giving all they have right now on point on this fight, as it might be the last big push that we see on this match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a key moment here. If they do not cap the midpoint, they will lose this match.
Yeah, it is a very close game
Yep.
here,
And
as we can see here. But we still have people, and it looks like it might actually work, as we are now barely starting capping to cap the point. But it is very, very close. Are we gonna see a tank duel here, as from that tiger and that heavy?
And Dark Caesar sees that and marked it for him as that push is closer.
I'm not sure that heavy, our heavy knows there's a tiger there, as it just keeps on pulling ever so close to it. But we're still capping the point. And no, it looks like they don't know there's a tiger there, as they're taken by surprise by it. It looks like the tiger, and they both got one hit in. Who's gonna win that duel? And looks like the tiger came out on top on that one.
Oof. What a matchup there. That could be big going forward. I mean, heavy against heavy and gets taken down.
It's in these kind of duel, the one that wins is usually the one that gets the first shot in.
Yeah, that's it. You're usually right on that. That's big. First shot is key.
But everything is not over, as we still do have quite a bit of people onto the point,
But as you can
including Red Nation, Rastafari Ken, Pancake, Frozen Ice, Moldy Butter.
And as you can see, there is a cap on the point, but it's just one guy here. So Dadbod's coming in here trying to wipe him out, or Tagun is going to come in and try to wipe him back out, just kind of push him away. So hopefully it doesn't push everyone away from that point, as the key point is the midpoint.
Yeah, and there's still some pretty intense fighting over that point right now. As you can see here, we have Caesar Platypus, Buckshot, Clinton, and a bunch of other guys that are just coming, that are keep going towards the point. And we actually have Tater Tot that made it inside the church, and he's actually climbing up right now, but gets taken out by the guys over on top of it.
There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people pushing, a lot of good action. As artillery starts to come in onto the point.
Hopefully you guys are having as much fun as we are right now. As watching this game right now is such a blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in Dark Caesar here. He's coming in from the field.
From the open field, yeah.
And that's a bold move, especially,
Yeah, especially since there's a lot of enemies in front.
Let's see if that pays off for him. As he gets taken out. I mean, you got 8 minutes left, so they have 8 minutes to try and cap. They're trying to make the push, but 173rd's doing a good job holding Chad plus BR1 off. And this has been a really good final minutes of the match here. Just trying to keep Chad plus BR1 off the point. Just back and forth here. Just when you think Chad plus BR1 is going to cap, 173rd comes back with a great push to keep him off point.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll see here what happens going forward here. We see a little bit of guys kind of trinkle in here. I'm going to go into dark
He
as he gets
died.
taken out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look over here as we kind of just have an overview here of kind of what's going on, where everyone is at, and where you can see how there might be a push coming in, maybe from the north, maybe from the west, maybe from the east. We just don't know. Maybe even from the south. So we're going to continue to stay tuned here. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the match as one team, whoever can hold on to the middle point here, is going to be our winner.
Yes, exactly. Looks like we have people flanking in from both sides right now, and that might actually give them an edge. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to move over to yours here as we're kind of looking at the other side of the church.
Yes, as we can see here, we have a squad led by AXHAWK that is flanking all the way around and are now behind the point.
Yeah, and
So let's
just,
see if that actually helps, and maybe that will lead to cap.
I mean, if you look at mine, oh, there's also a tank coming in there.
I believe that is the Tiger that's been there for quite a bit now.
That looks to be a medium.
Are they bringing? Yes, you're right. They actually did brought in an additional tank to the battle.
So that might help
But
with that push and really seal the deal on the midpoint.
I'm not sure if that's gonna help, as it is surrounded by 3 guys right now, and all 3 of them have satchel. So so Axel, if you wanna go back to that Panzer IV. Actually, yeah, switching to Jaybird.
Jaybird is putting that satchel on.
Yep.
And as you can see in the red right there, that is the satchel on the point.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see here that Jaybird ran away, but I mean, he's that confident that the satchel is gonna go off that he decided to just not defend it and run away.
Yeah, and they're not even checking it, so it's there you go. It goes off right there. And let's look at that replay.
As soon as that begins, we do have that comes in behind it and sweeps the point as well. Looks like it does look good for BR1 at this point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you haven't started capping yet, but you have all these people coming in on the back side here as I switch over.
Yeah, but we still the BR1 still does have a major obstacle, which is that Tiger on point.
Yeah, Tigers are always going to cause issues. I mean, any type of tank that you have on a point is going to be a game changer.
Yes, as we are now in the final minutes of the game. But looks like we had a precision airstrike that takes down the Tiger.
Take a look. It's
I know
not
that Tiger is
completely
barely
down.
alive. It barely made out with its life. It is so close to dying right now. That precision strike did really phenomenal.
That precision strike was just a little bit off, just enough to save it from getting blown up. So it's gonna stop here. I guarantee you one of them gets out and tries to repair it. If not, they're just
Yeah,
gonna
but we
roll
do
with it.
have Caesar here, and Caesar as an AT, can he get the shot off? Can he get the Tiger? And come on, come on, Caesar, one more shot. One more shot should do it.
As one of the guys gets out, but
And
he takes it down.
he takes the Tiger out, and he even kills someone just to show off on.
What a play by Dark Caesar. I mean, he's just been having play after play tonight. He's been really came
And
to the
come on,
table tonight
Caesar,
for
one more
this
shot.
match.
One more shot should do it.
As one of the guys gets out, but he
I
takes
must
it
say,
down.
taking down a Tiger as an infantryman is quite a feat. He even kills someone
I mean, yeah, it's always gonna be hard, but that's pretty impressive. I'll say that.
as we now have just over 2 minutes left to the game.
And then this is T-Rex, so he's now on foot. He's no longer in the Tiger, as there's just not enough time to get a Tiger to the front.
No, yeah, exactly. So
Or
they're just trying to get as
tanked.
many people as they can into the point.
Yeah, I mean, tanks are very slow. It's hard to get a tank to the front line at this point in the match.
Yep, exactly. So pretty much, they're just gonna have to do to they're just gonna have to fight with what they have currently.
There's your flamethrower coming into effect there.
And yeah, we do have a boob tube here that is coming in with a flamethrower. As you can see here, flamethrowers are very good. As you can see here, he just wiped out. He just killed like 5 people in a matter of matter of seconds right here.
Will that be enough though to really take the point back? We'll have to wait and see. Let's switch over. You can just see the destruction that causes in a match like this.
Looks like he caught himself on fire. Oh, I do want to see that. Him going through the building with his flamethrower.
I'm gonna try and get the other side of that.
And he gets sadly taken out by the rifleman at the end of the church. And with just under 20 seconds to go, it looks like 173rd AK Ghost Squad is gonna come out with the victory on this one.
I mean, it was a close match, back and forth a lot of the time. I mean, it was a great match to watch. I had a great time with this.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it definitely wasn't a a crushing defeat. It was a really close game.
Yeah, for sure, I would say that. As we kind of come back here to our matchup. So that is the matchup there. I mean, Chad plus BR1, two teams, one purpose, as we kind of end out the match there. But what a match! I mean, I had a great time watching it. It was a lot of fun. I mean, what are some takeaways from tonight?
I mean, like we said, armor were really they really contributed a lot to the match, as they really help either push or defend points, as we can see, as we saw. I mean, and yeah, so armor were really key on this map.
Yeah, for sure, I definitely agree with that. Armor played a key role in tonight, and it seems like Chad plus BR1's armor just didn't have things rolling for him a lot. It seems like 173rd's armor kind of came ahead on most of the tank battles tonight.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Yeah, I do believe so as well.
And as we kept saying through the match, that could have been the key factor to the reason why they didn't cap the points, especially on that coveted midpoint that we kept looking over tonight.
Yeah, that is that is a very good point.
Um, I'm gonna bring up here some of our replays here, but first off, I want to talk about when our next match is um, for next week.
Yeah, we don't have a set date now for the moment, but we do have a match next weekend.
Yep. So we have like a set date. So like around February 9th, that weekend of. So next weekend we'll have a match. We'll definitely put out the thumbnail and everything in the match to go live area for here on BR1 TV for when that match will take place. So you will see when we go live. You will see when that thumbnail goes out. Just keep your eyes out or posted for later in the week here. We'll try and get that out to you.
Yep.
So we have a lot of good highlights. I know that going forward tonight as we kind of switch over to that, um, that we can definitely look forward to. So give me one sec here. I'm gonna switch us over as we kind of break down our first highlight, which appears to be from Jaybird.
Yeah, here as we can see here, he gets into a duel with someone, he gets injured, but gets off with the kill.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. I mean, he was doing that. It seemed like it was most of the night. He was just getting his solid kills there, ducking and covering, healing up, just trying to pick a push. That seems like they kind of liked coming from the south. I noticed there was a lot of pushing from the south on the midpoint.
Yeah, yeah, there really was.
And here, this is, I believe, one of the satchel kills.
And this is the ambush tank
Ah,
that takes him down as the tank was on further away in the front.
yep. So as we were just talking, I mean, those key tank battles where 173rd continued to come out front, stuff like that, where element of surprise, just not being able to see him right away and being prepared, they get taken out.
Yeah, this is where having tank markers on the map really helps the tankers as they know what they should expect.
Yeah, for sure. That's a big thing.
I don't. Oh yeah, this is the precision strike that the commander did that took a tiger, and I do believe it got something else as well.
Yeah, so we
But yeah,
had the
that was a
striker.
beautiful precision strike.
And this right here, this is our tank kill, where Chad plus BR1 actually did get a tank takeout here. This is a long shot here, and there it
Yeah,
goes, top of the screen.
yeah, that was a beautiful shot, and yeah, pretty, very precise, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those key tank moments, as we keep preaching. I mean, that's what kind of that's what we're saying really was one of the key factors in tonight's match. And here's Dark Caesar's 3 kills here. Where he's swapping out. Oh, is this 2 kills? Back to back.
Yes, and this is actually a satchel kill, as you can see here, as they really defend that satchel well by killing the crewman,
Yeah, he's trying to search for it, doesn't get to it in time, and it takes him out.
and yeah, and becomes mush. I can't forget what that one was.
This is Dark Caesar's takeout.
Yeah, that is true.
He had a
We had
lot
so
of
many
those
great.
tonight.
Yeah, we had so many great play that I'm starting to lose them.
I want to watch that one more time. Yeah, let's look at this. I mean, we were able to switch to it just in time to capture it. And look at that. That is beautiful.
And yeah, this I believe I do that is still Caesar. Yeah.
Yeah, this Caesar. This is another one of his kills. He had multiple tank kills tonight, um, being anti-tank.
Yeah, you don't get that many kill as often when you play anti-tank. That's for sure.
And then here's T-Rexy here as we just see him get taken out by that tiger.
Yeah, they were fighting. They were actually fighting another tank and got taken out by surprise. and this is when the tiger got satcheled by Pancake.
Yep. Yeah, I mean that was a very very big satchel there. I mean, as we kept saying, 173rd kept kind of dominating, but Chad plus BR1 did have their moments where they would take out their tanks and make them have to reset from spawn. So there was a lot of good moments there, but when it came down to it, especially this one right here, um, with
Yeah,
satchels like that.
I do believe Chatterbeer and BR1 did way better than Woods Every Third in the anti-tank department.
Yeah, there's a lot of satchels on the 173rd tanks. Not a whole lot on the Chad plus BR1 ones. A lot of the takedowns were from tank to tank for the Chad plus BR ones, which did hurt, and it was always on the main point as we see right here.
Yeah, and actually most of BR1 tank kills were from satchels.
Yep. So here's another good example of a satchel. This one was, I believe, from Jaybird.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Forget from Jaber. Yeah.
yeah, and they're not even checking it, so there you go. It goes off right there. So as we go forward here, I believe this is the Dark Caesar kill here that takes out the Tiger.
Yeah,
And I
this was a
think,
dagger that was already damaged by the precision strike, but yeah, and then he just comes in and finishes it off.
yep. I mean, was that his third tank kill of the night?
I lost count.
He lost count, I believe. Well, we'll call it up with his third tank kill, so three tank kills on the night. I'm sure he'll
So
say
at
four.
least three that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of as we were following him. So three tank kills on the night. We'll label him the BR1 TV MVP. Okay, keep that in
Yep.
mind. And what a night from Dark Caesar. Anything you would like to add, Willie Man, as we kind of went through these, or any replays you really want to kind of recap on?
Uh, no, I do actually. Yeah, can we go back to the replay with the commander precision strike? I think that was like maybe like the third or fourth one. So yes, really far away. It's this one, yeah. So so this is a great example of what good markers and what great communication can achieve when talking to your commander, as it can lead to result just like this.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, just look at the part. Like, it's right there. I think we even see it come in before I switch.
I think we don't see the detonation, but um,
Right there. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. There's the precision coming right in, right on top of it. That's incredible. What a what a call out there. I mean, later on we do see another one try to take out that tiger that Dark Caesar eventually takes out, but that one was just slightly off and just wasn't able to take it. So the fact that you have to be that precise just to get a kill like that, that is big. That is very rare, and you don't see that quite often, especially in comp matches.
no, yeah, which is why I wanted to point out that it was such a great, such a great time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, this has been fun. That definitely brings tonight's match. 173rd is now 1-1, and Chad plus BR1 is 0-1 on the calendar here for week 2. We'll catch you guys next week on week 3, where Chad plus BR1 will face Merc on the weekend of 209. Still don't know what day that'll be on. It could be Saturday, could be Sunday. Just keep in mind, please keep checking BR1 TV to find out the details on when we'll go live and when the match takes place.
Yeah, and other than that, guys, we hope you had such an amazing time as we did tonight.
Yeah,
And yeah, so do you have anything else to add, Axel?
yeah. Real quick, I'm just gonna switch over here to something real quick. Just kind of give you guys some give you guys a quick ad here. Just kind of have this on that. I'm gonna go to some quick ads here. Remember, Friday night fights, you can come join us. Sunday night standoff, you can come join us. A lot of great stuff here. So we're gonna go through a quick ads, and then we'll see you guys next time. Anything you'd like to say before signing off, Willie man?
No, other than that, other than yeah, we hope to see you in great numbers on the next APL match.
All right, you guys have a wonderful night. This has been the APL on BR1 TV. I'm your host, AXHAWK, with co-host Willie Man. We'll catch you guys next time.
See you later, guys.